Hello, boys and girls. How are we doing? Are we all good? Don't worry, I have still got my holy. I've just been running late all day, so I'm still drinking my after dinner coffee as well. And plus, we have a second sponsor for tonight's stream. It's not just holy. Tonight, we are also sponsored by Amazon Luna, who we will get to in a little while. But first, we're going to try and get our football manager save back to where we were at the end of the last stream when everything went a little bit wrong. So, yeah. If you weren't around at the end of the last stream, oh, goodness me. Goodness me, we had a disaster. Basically, we did the entire transfer window, and then first match of the season, we got a minute in. It was really laggy, and then the entire game crashed. Took OBS down with it, took everything down. And it looks like our last save point was 5 days before the Wrexham game. So we are going to have to go through those last 5 days of the transfer window again, which means as it stands right now, we still haven't signed Luke Farrenhorst. I think we are still going to sign him because I remember him being quite good. But, oh, I've got windy pops. But yeah, I don't know how we signed him from here. Are we selling somebody as well? How on earth did we turn that into be able to bring that guy in? I don't understand. Have you still got all your fingers and thumbs, or has the killer toilet door claimed any? It's coming close. It's getting very. It's on Matt's list. Changing that toilet door. That toilet door is a nightmare. Goodness me. Right, boys and girls. While I'm just pressing some buttons on here. Hold on. We are just going to choose our captain for the season. Yes, confirm. We have already done this, so we don't need to focus too much on this. I don't think we did anything clever to bring that guy in. I think we just managed to squeeze him in somehow. By the way, talking of things that are clever, not clever, I finally got my my remaining stickers for my World Cup sticker album, which, as you can see, is beautifully complete now. Apart from, and there shouldn't be an apart from, because I ordered everything, but the man causing the problem, if I can find him, what page is France on? I have one sticker missing. What page are France on? France are on page 74. No, that's 72. There you go. Mr. Everton, one of my boys, Luca Digne. They sent me another number 18 rather than number 8. So I've got two Kingsley Comans. No Luca Digne. So I went on there to try and do another order. Wouldn't let me. I've done my maximum amount of orders because I also ordered all of the not holy soft drink ones. So I've had to buy him off of eBay for £2.50, which does make me think I've got all of these. These are all my spares. These are all my swaps. If people are selling them for £2.50 a go on eBay, I'm going to be the richest man in the universe. So I'm going to sell some spares, I think. I'm not going to. Anna's going to. I don't have time to do anything of the sort. I have been so busy. So very busy. I've even got a van booked for the weekend because I'm a full grown up. Me and Matt are going to be moving all the bits and bobs, and Pab's getting involved as well. Maybe AI can do it for me. Do what for me? I am confusion. Well, AI can sell my stickers for me. Is that what you mean? How I mean, theoretically, hypothetically, how would that work? How would AI know which stickers I have? Surely, if I have to go through the process of telling an AI what stickers I have, I may as well just list them myself. Or is there some kind of sticker sorting robot that I can buy? Because I absolutely want a sticker sorting robot. That sounds spectacular. Where do I get one of those from? Right. As I was trying to say, before we go too much further, I am just going to tell you a little something about Amazon Luna, our sponsors of tonight's stream. If I can get that up on the screen. Don't worry, we're not doing the hard sell because most of you are already going to have it. because Amazon Luna is Amazon's cloud. They're the sponsors of the stream, by the way, !Luna in the chat. But they're the sponsors of this stream. They're going to be sponsoring us once a month for a little while. We're not going to be using the service necessarily. I'm literally just going to be telling you about it once a month. But it's a cloud gaming service from Amazon that's already included in your Prime membership if you have a Prime membership. So if you have a Prime membership and you go !Luna and click the link, it will take you through to your existing Amazon Luna. And what's more, as of today, you'll be able to see it on the Prime Video app. So actually properly integrating it within Prime Video as well. So if you go on the Prime app on your TV or on your phone, your tablet, wherever it might be, Luna will now be integrated within that and you'll be able to see the games. And there are some cool games on there. They've got Dispatch, which obviously we've played a little bit of on stream. EAFC, it'll never catch on. That's on there as well. But so that Guardians of the Galaxy game is awesome. I played that a few years ago. Goat Simulator, Hogwarts Legacy. They've got, I mean, I don't know what this Masters of the Universe game is. I might have to investigate that at some point. They've got Skyrim, Tomb Raider, Fallout, Death Stranding. Some real like main big fancy games. And the best thing is, you don't need a games console or a handheld or a fancy gaming PC to be able to play them. You can play them through your TV. You can play them on your tablet. You don't even need a games controller. If you want to play, for example, a bit of EAFC on your telly, you can go through the Prime app on your TV, use your phone as a little touchscreen controller. No downloads, no tech needed. It is a very, very clever service. I have no idea how it works, but I do know it's very clever. And like I say, you probably already have it. So this is very much an awareness campaign from Amazon to let people know they already have this really cool thing that up to this point, they've not made enough of a song and dance about. So yeah, go check out Amazon Luna. I will tell you a little bit more about it later in the stream. You can count on that, boys and girls. Yeah, I've got to take Uncle Jeff's money. Exactly. Do they have Football Manager? They don't have Football Manager, but what they do is add new games once a month. So I think the first Thursday of every month, they add a bunch of new games. And then we'll check in a little bit later in the month each month and show you what the new games that have been added are. That's basically the plan for how the integration is going to work long term. I have no idea what games they're adding next month, but I mean, there's some pretty good ones on there right now for anyone. I mean, if I hadn't already, I wish I'd have known about it before I paid good money to buy Dispatch, because I could have just played it on there. And I already had it because I already have Prime. I tell you what, the most annoying thing is they said, do you already have a Prime account? If not, we'll sort you out one. I'm like, yes, I do already have one. So they didn't sort me out with one. I so already had it that I didn't even get a free one as part of it because I'd already paid for it. Hideous. Absolutely hideous. To be fair, I didn't know about it until Tuesday. I didn't know about it until they approached me. I don't know how long it's existed, but I had a meeting with them yesterday. It does seem really, really cool. And yeah, try it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favourite games that you've played on it are. Let me know how it works on your TV and your internet connection and all that. I'm intrigued to learn more about it. But yeah, I'm not going to do it on stream until Matt has set it up for me to actually play on stream, because the last thing I want to do is try and stream a game while streaming the game and break my internet or my computer. So I'll stick to doing it on the telly for now, I think. Also, if you're Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch sub each month. That is also a very good point. I wonder how you might choose to use that. Most of the cloud gaming servers are pretty guff, though. The only one I've liked is GeForce Now. I mean, in their defense on that one, they were pretty. This meeting I had with them yesterday, they were pretty open about it and were like, we're not trying to compete with like the hardcore gaming services. A lot of the stuff they have on there is like game night stuff, casual stuff, family stuff. They've got the big headline games as well, but they're very much targeting that people who'd quite like to play some games but don't have means to do it any other way. I don't think there's any expectation that if you've got a PS5 and a gaming PC, you're going to go and play EAFC on Luna. I don't think that's the plan. The plan is, it might be a cool way to try out some games that you don't want to drop some money on. Like, you could play the first episode of Dispatch. If you like it, you could go and buy it on something else if you want to buy it on something else. But also, it might be a cool way for the kids to keep themselves amused over the summer if they don't have a console, or for, like I say, non-gamers to try out some gaming. Maybe do some kind of game night with some. I think they've got the Jackbox stuff on there, which if you've not played the Jackbox games, they are cool. Yeah, I'm having another look. Their number one party. Yeah, they've got the Jackbox stuff. They've got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Oh God, don't tell Andy about that. They've got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So, I mean, for me, I've played some of the earlier Jackbox games. I certainly don't have Jackbox Party Pack 8. So if I were to have any friends and have a big party, we'd perhaps play it on this. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? A bit of Jackbox. Right, why is the new player not here? I swear when we did this on Earth 1, we already had our shiny new midfielder. But now we've got to play without him, which seems like a terrible idea. What are friends? Don't know. No idea. He says, while Matt is literally in the studio now, slaving away on his own. I'm checking if he's there. Are you in, Matt? He is. His car's in the... Oh, no, his car's not in. The car park's empty. Matt's not there yet. Goodness me. Goodness. Right, we're trying to play the game that we tried to play at the end of last stream. If this crashes again, because I have played some more Andratch since Tuesday night stream with no problems. So I am a little bit worried that if this is a lag fest and crashes again, that it might be the save file, because remember, this is a save file that we started day one, release day, and there's been, by my estimate, what, 35,000 updates since release day. It's a miracle that it still runs as it is. So take a long look, because if this crashes now, this is the last you'll ever see of Bedford, because I guess we could instant result a season just to get the transfers in, but you might never see these players in the match engine again if it all crashes now, because I can only assume at that point it is the save file, which is very much hanging on for dear life at the moment. Right, in we go. Please don't be a horrible laggy mess. I mean, that's immediately better than it was the other night. Anyone who was in at the end of the last stream, it was clearly broken by this point. So maybe we're going to be okay. We are trying our shiny new system, the 4-2-4. I say new. It's basically what we used to do. I remember we've got big meaty boys throughout the team now. Look at the size of them. They don't look massive because they're all massive, but trust me, they're massive. The smallest one's called Bigger, and he's 6'2". That's how big these boys are. Look at them towering over. I was going to say Forest. It's Wrexham. We're not playing Forest. Right, Babelli tries to play it forward to new boy Luthart. He's 6'6". Did you know? There's one of the little ones. It's little Yuta. Little Yuta did a football. Here we go, boys and girls. Big meaty boys making things happen. It did crash at the start of the stream and then went fine on Tuesday. Yeah, I guess it did. That's a weird thing. If it crashes at the start and the end of the streams from now on, I'm going to need to talk to a grown-up and find out why that might happen. Boys and girls, can I ask very, very politely if one of you could maybe subscribe so I can check my activity tab is working? And if anyone has subscribed this evening, let me know, because that means it's not working. Because according to this, the last thing that came through on that was Mushroom Man asking me to hydrate 2 days ago. So if that's not the most recent activity, I need to fix it. If it is, I'm very disappointed in you all. I feel like I've earned a sub this evening. You've had a few resubs. Right, okay, that means this is not working. So let's kill that and then try and reopen it. How do I reopen it? Oh, no. I've lost stream info as well. Oh, God. Right, stream info's back. Activity. I don't know how I refresh this. It's definitely... There you go. I can click refresh. That's definitely not working. Interesting. Right, set piece. Here we go. Aim for the big meaty boys. There's one of them. There's another one. I subbed earlier. Just used a prime. Why is it not working? Oh, crumbs. What have I just done there? I am trying to fix it, boys and girls. Connected. What on earth is fourth wall? Whatever it is, it's not connected to that. Cool, Matt. Matt's busy. Matt's on his way to the studio. Divert Matt. Look, Matt is dealing with the priorities. As much as I'm sure you're all lovely, there's 62 of you here. The last couple of studio videos have had like 15,000 views. I'm afraid Matt's going where he's most needed. What did Matt say about pressing buttons? He's definitely said something about pressing buttons. I can't remember whether he was pro or anti. I'll have to ask him tomorrow. But yeah, I can't see anything. So you just have to trust that I'm very grateful to everyone supporting me this evening. The last time this happened, the only thing that fixed it was restarting OBS, which I don't think is a very clever thing to do midstream. Right, we're bringing on the new boys, Sklenar, or one of the new boys. We don't have another striker to bring on, which is probably not ideal. But we do have new boy Poulsen, so we can stick him up front and do that. And then, yeah, we don't have a full bench either. Come on, do a football. Change formation. I think not. We're committed to this. We got rid of all our players that fit the other formation. We've just sold a load of central midfielders and attacking midfielders. We're committed to this. We've done the whole summer around this. We just need to find the combinations that work within it. Like this. This is working. This looks good. New tall boy had a tap in and messed it up. Have we got our set piece instructions on properly? Yeah, we have. Kev's corners that he came up with by himself. That is how you know it's real. Right, he's coming off. We don't have any defensive midfielders. How? He can go forward. And then he can come on. We've got a lot of defenders knocking about the place, haven't we? Remember the aliens from FM24? I do distinctly remember the aliens from FM24. They were alarming. What's also alarming is our absolute lack of any kind of killer instinct from in front of goal in this match. You bought a new backline before the 30th of June. That is true. That might be why we've got a lot of defenders. But since then, I feel like I've been buying midfielders and attackers. I've obviously been selling them faster than I've been buying them. So we seem like we have fewer now than we had before. Also, where's my new £130,000 a week goalkeeper? What's this guy doing here? Did he get injured already? I can't remember what's gone on. Right, here we go. Last minute winner. We've got so many right backs on the pitch now. There's one of them playing right wing. Long throw? Oh, long throw. Oh. I mean, that was well worth being a highlight. Go on, do a football, you wallies. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that's rubbish. Why is this a highlight? What's going on? We've got 6 minutes of added time. Oh, here's the long throw. There you go. The big boys have... Stop it! Where's your length? That's a penalty, surely, referee. Come on now, ref. Hideous. Well, aim for no one. What a load of poppycock. Back to the drawing board. The summer's been a disaster. Oh dear. Right, boys and girls, I'm just going to very quickly stop the stream and restart it to see if it fixes the everything. Nothing's working. So I'll disappear for a minute, but I will be straight back, whatever platform you're on. Bear with me. This is an opportunity for a BRB if ever I saw one. It didn't work. Well, that's troublesome. I have absolutely no idea why that's broken. We're just going to have to do this on the honour system tonight. If you've subbed, tell me and I'll say thank you. First liar gets timed out. I subbed. Did you? Good evil, thank you. If you didn't, you are officially the first liar and you get timed out. The mods are going to police this for me. I lied! No! What a terrible mistake! Liam subbed. Thank you, Liam. Very much appreciated. This is how it should be. We should always have to guess. Don't actually time him out. just in case we've got anyone taking things literally this evening. But yeah, it's broken. I don't know why. I'll ask Matt. I'll put it to... I can add it to the end of Matt's list, but you've got to understand Matt's list is very, very long. He's got a new desk to build in this room. That's just sat in our hallway. Anna's furious. We've done the Flexi Spot deal for both the studio and for home. So we've got a massive new Flexi Spot stand desk sat in our hallway. That I keep promising her, Matt will come and assemble it for us, but I've got him busy first. Can you talk to Matt from your doorbell thing? I could if I fiddled with the settings. I've actually got it turned off so it doesn't do the audio, because apparently as a business there are certain privacy implications when it comes to CCTV and recording and stuff, and it is recommended as a company that we don't do audio recording, especially when we share a doorway with a couple of other businesses. So I'm following best practice as a professional businessman. But I could fiddle with the settings and talk to him through it. I mean, there's an Alexa in the studio. I could just broadcast to him through that if I felt the need to communicate with him. Right, this once again is registering people who are rubbish. So let's do this manually again. Does this come before or after the toilet door handle? This is after the toilet door handle. The toilet door handle is essential. I'm going to lose a finger. I feel like I almost lost a finger the other day. So yeah, that is a very high priority. Right, Paulson doesn't need to be registered. He doesn't need to be. Who the hell is Arnold Candela? I believe he exists. Right, we don't need to register him. He does. He doesn't. Okay, so that's who's registered. And that now works. Now we've got all the proper players in, including now having an actual midfielder. We still probably need another midfielder and another striker. This rebuild might be a multi-summer rebuild. Has Matt ever been on stream? I mean, he's been on lots of streams. I don't know that he's ever been on this stream. He tends not to be here while I'm streaming. Topher needs to become Matt's apprentice. Topher selfishly won't move house. If Topher insists on being a work shy, work from home Herbert, what more can I do? I need my people in the office every day. He used to stream himself. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Streamer Showdown, he literally hosted the Lowdown for however many showdowns that existed. He was Mr. Lowdown. He was the Gary Lineker of Football Manager for 3 years. Also never been booked. So they've got 2 things in common. Right, who are we playing? Everton. Is that his best role? It's not. Why is he playing a role that isn't his best one? Can he just not? He just can't play deeper. That's what that is, I think. A striker on the bench. We don't have one. All 4 strikers are starting. So if we have to, we've got Cornelius as another attacker, but he's not fit yet. Frankie's not in the squad. We'll be fine. We're going to win our home games, draw our away games. That's mid-table form. Look at those beautiful specimens, eh? What a bunch of handsome gentlemen. What was dinner today? Today, we had fish and chips because I didn't finish my Lego video until dead on 5. And then I had to get all the Luna stuff sorted for this stream. So I said to Anna, we're ordering something. I don't have time to do anything. And that's what she selected. I had scampi. I do occasionally have scampi. I like a scampi. Did anyone else see that Hibs just lost in the Conference League to a team from Kosovo who were only formed 10 years ago? Wow. Breaking news! Weird Wolf sub has just shown up on screen. I don't know when it happened. I don't know if it's the first one from today and it's just being really slow, or if it's the first one since the restart and it's now working. But Weird Wolf, thank you for 42 months. It did fix it. Hooray! Is it me or is the game getting a bit laggy again? This is alarming. Lookhart looks like he's getting involved in a lot. Drop a little bit deeper, being a big, strong boy. I like that. Looks fine to me. Okay, maybe it's just my eyes. I think I'm probably looking for a problem because we've had problems. Right. Manuel needs to do better in the air than that. I don't know if I've mentioned he's quite tall. Watching in the bath currently. That seems like a risky endeavour. Right. Big, tall new boy to a big, tall previous boy. Meat! Oh, 2 big slabs of meat colliding for a football goal. Lovely. So look at his hair as well. He's a meat boy with a mohawk. He's the new hero. It's a good finish as well. I enjoyed that. We've just packed up to go home from Hunstanton after Shrew-Met's first trip to the seaside. Lovely day, very tired now. Roll on the 2.5 hour drive to the vaguely Kettering area. Interesting. 6'6" strikers doing tap-ins. Yeah, that's because they're cool. He can do all kinds of goals. What was he supposed to do? A dive-in header? Ah, that's why we signed a new goalkeeper. That wasn't very good. We did all that work and then conceded a goal like that. Hideous. Right, come on, let's score another football goal. Oh, big strong boy to another big strong boy. It's another meat feast, boys and girls. The 3 players who touched that in the build up to the goal have a combined height of nearly 20 feet. Which is ridiculous. Come on, chaps. More of the same. There you go. Big ball over the top. I don't know why he's chasing it. He should just head it. Ba ba da ba 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 da da. Aliu, who is, I think, is he the one who's 6'7", or is he the short one at 6'5"? I can't remember. He doesn't seem to have the first concept of how to play the ball forward to these 2 giants, which is alarming because it should be pretty obvious. I think most non-league teams would look at the 2 guys we've got playing up front and figure out fairly quickly the most appropriate method for getting the ball to them. It's like he's waiting for me to coach him or something, and it's just not going to happen. It goes against the principles of this football club. I'm not coaching anybody. Luka Modric just signed a contract extension at Milan. He and Ronaldo will be playing into their 50s at this rate. It is mad. I mean, it shows they must really love it because, I mean, I just can't imagine still having the motivation. They've obviously made more than enough money for their entire families to be gazillionaires forevermore. And in those circumstances, I don't know that I can motivate myself to get up and go to training every day. I guess it's a bit easier to do when you're, I mean, I was going to, Milan's not even particularly exotic, is it? It is bonkers. Playing in Italy is like retirement. Yeah. It is mad though. I just don't know that I'd be bothered. I'd just probably pack it in and build Lego. It's probably for the best that I'm never going to have a 1 million subscriber channel. Because I think if I ever did get stupid rich, I think if I ever got to the point where I didn't have to work again, I think I'd probably not work again. I think that's what separates me from Ronaldo and Modric. I am also very hardworking and nearly as old as them. But I 100% would pack it in the moment I didn't need it anymore. Because I am a mercenary monster in a way that they could only dream of. Maybe Modric hasn't been to the Lego store. Maybe. I mean, we know Ronaldo likes his Lego. There's video evidence of him fingering Lego. They might just like the routine. Maybe. Who knows? I feel like you could get the routine by moving into coaching though as well. You don't have to continue playing. But I guess if they're still good enough, why not keep going? Right, penalty save, please. He caught it. So the FMs. I mean, the content would all continue. It just wouldn't be. Again, if I win the Euro Millions, none of the channels are going anywhere. I suspect they won't be daily anymore, though. They'll very much switch to a when I can be bothered basis, which, I mean, I'm very much a creature of habit and routine as well. I imagine there'd still be plenty of content. Don't worry. Don't panic about me becoming a millionaire. It'll be fine. I just wouldn't be getting up at the crack of dawn to go and train in the rain to get the videos out. like Ronaldo does. I don't think it rains very often where he trains. If I was a Portugal fan, I'd be desperate for Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo would earn an awful lot of respect by retiring from international football. And by all means, carry on playing for the love of it if you still love it. But do Portugal a favour and retire from international football. Let them do their thing. There we go, boys and girls. Win the home games, draw the away games. That's the plan. He single-handedly sabotaged the World Cup campaign by contributing nothing. I think it's harsh to say he single-handedly sabotaged it. They did appoint Roberto Martinez as their manager, so there was definitely some sabotage from on high. Presumably in collusion with Ronaldo. They probably had to find a coach so desperate for a job and with so little ability that he'd just do as he was told and not stand up to him. But yeah, even if Ronaldo had retired from international football just before the World Cup, if they'd have gone in with Martinez as their manager, they still wouldn't have had a chance. They had to find a coach who played Ronaldo. Yeah, it's exactly that. They needed a guy who was desperate enough for work and with a poor enough track record that they could just strug arm him into playing him and basically saying, you're effectively the assistant coach. That guy's in charge. He plays when he wants. Do what he says. You can make a few of the decisions around him, but you do as he says and let him do what he wants. There's rumours that Martinez will be managing Scotland next. Oh, I mean, that's his level. That's good. He should. That'd be a good appointment for them. Because if anything, if nothing else, it could be that the thing that's been holding him back throughout his career is having too many really talented players. So he's not going to have that problem with Scotland. I used to love him when he played for Wigan on Championship Manager 98. My 3 Spanish players. Right. 'Tis a cup game. We don't really have much rotation option. Thought it was, oh no, it was Wigan. Roberto Martinez, Jesus Sieber, Isidro Diaz, I think the 3 of them were called. And then they had, is it Graham Jones or Gary Jones? It was certainly a G Jones who played up front for him. That Wigan team on that version of Championship Manager was spectacular. It was nearly as good as the Peterborough team from a year or 2 later, where Gareth Jellyman became a Championship Manager legend. And like Simon Davies, Matthew Everington were all knocking around. Right, there you go. Rotated team. Let's go and take our medicine against Brentford. While I get my first mouthful of holy of the evening. We're on the lime mint matcha. Oh, that's cold. Oh, it's cold and delicious. Not to be confused with golden delicious, which is an apple. They do have an apple flavour. I like the apple matcha. Apple and kiwi matcha. Is it apple and kiwi? It is apple and kiwi matcha. Very nice. Exclamation mark Luna, by the way. They're also sponsoring the stream tonight. Get your exclamation marks in, boys and girls. Shoot! Ah. Can you tell Anna to lay off the blue raspberry? It's never in stock. We got some earlier in the week. We placed an order. I say we. Matt and Anna placed an order. He got 3 different flavours of iced tea for the studio. And Anna got a couple of tubs of raspberry, one for home, one for there. So There definitely was some earlier, unless they just slip it to Anna before it even goes in stock. Maybe it is Anna that's taking the entire blue raspberry supply, because she's always got plenty on hand. Matt's converted. Matt loves a drop of holy. I asked him what he wanted and he sent me a list. It's all there now though, in the cupboard of holy. We've got an ice maker in the studio as well now, so we can have it cold. Levels, thank you very much for 10 months. Lovely stuff. Just came over to Twitch to give Kev my Prime. Thank you very much. If you've got Prime, you should also check out Luna. ! Luna. It's included in your Prime subscription. Can I buy directly from Anna? I don't know that we're contractually allowed to become holy resellers. I'll check. Big boy. Big boy football goal. Yeah. Oh, it didn't count. Boo. But she's so tuned into the raspberry. One of the iced tea flavours that Matt got had raspberry in. I think it was raspberry and vanilla iced tea. Is that a flavour? I think that's a flavour. She saw the word raspberry and said, "That's mine. What, you like iced tea now?" No. Well, then we'll give that one to Matt then, because that's one he ordered. That goes in Matt's pile. What league are Brentford even in? We seem to be making hard work of this, but it is our reserves. Sort of. It's as reservy as we can get. Bearing in mind we don't have any reserves. We've rotated like 3 players. Is Matt getting free holy? Yeah, absolutely he is. To be fair, Matt's been getting free holy for a while. I sorted him out of a starter kit. The last time he came over, he was like, "Where's my holy starter kit?" "It'll be here the next time you're here." And it was. So he's got his own flask and everything. Football goal. Wish Holy would make big boxes of the sachets rather than tubs. The sachets are really handy for work. Yeah, I agree. I agree to a point. I do like having the sachets in my bag, but the tubs are really convenient for like just having in the kitchen or having in the studio. So I wouldn't want them instead of the tubs. I think the tubs are awesome because you get more in, and also you can adjust the strength. Like Anna likes hers a little bit stronger than you get in a sachet, so she has like a scoop and a bit of raspberry. But yeah, I agree. I want more sachets for in my bag when I'm wandering around a theme park and whatnot. Is that his compensation? He has got unlimited Aldi snacks, holy, and use of my Deliveroo account. So he's very well compensated. Plus, you're forgetting the main compensation is he's just love of the game. He's having the time of his life. That's what you have to remember. He sent me a text today saying he's booked Monday and Tuesday off work so he can come to the studio. It's like, you are a madman. I would never ask you to do that, but that is heroic. Thank you. But he does enjoy it. He's got basically a blank canvas that I've just set him free on. I've told him what my requirements are, and from there, he's just making me a studio. Is renovation his job? Nope. No, it's his hobby. I've lucked in there, as has every other Football Manager creator who's ever had a setup built by him. I'm not exaggerating when I say no matter what creators you watch, apart from Zealand, I don't think he's been over to America yet, but pretty much every other FM creator, at the very least, Matt's built their PC. There's a very good chance he's built their entire setup. He just loves it. He did my setup for the world record. He managed to make my microphone audible in a crowded convention hall next to a massive speaker. The man's got talent. And a big chopper, which you saw in the most recent video. Ba, 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 ba. The mic on the world record was a feat of engineering. It was. I remember lots of people coming and seeing me during the show who already listened to parts of the stream, being like, I cannot believe that mic is doing that work, because you couldn't hear people talking to you next to each other where we were sitting. Like Jebaru was working over the other side of the hall, and he would come over occasionally and be like, I cannot hear what you're saying to me, stood next to you, but I'm watching the stream and can hear you on that. It's insane. I still don't really know how he did it. Lots and lots of very clever settings that I don't understand. Your minions often made you jump. Yeah, because I couldn't hear them coming. And I hated being called my minions. I use it as a term of endearment. I love a minion. Everybody. Yeah. Niall Stute is injured. I have legitimately never heard of him. Right, now we've got a proper match, a difficult match against Manchester United Football Club. Away from home. We've got to go to the north. Although there is a good Jellycat section in Selfridges up there, so it's not a wasted trip, even if we lose. I can get myself a Timmy the Turtle. Imagine all the Timmy variants they'll have in 2036. It's going to be outstanding. Martinez handed in a transfer request. Why? Oh, playing time. All right. Off you go then. I mean, if we get 35 million for you, I'll reluctantly accept. 24 million I can probably live with as well. I think we've got 2 right backs in addition to him. Yeah, I mean, he's our third choice right back. So we can actually let him go and potentially use the money on a new striker and a new midfielder. Which, do we get, are we still on 50%? Yeah, 50%. Obviously that needs sorting. How much is Martina on? So we're getting 74k back in from that. Let's move this around. Right. We'll do that. And then, so we'll have 12 million to spend on a striker and a midfielder. Been told I'm teaching a year 6 class next year, which were described as the most difficult class their year 5 teacher has ever seen. Nice. Sounds like a fun time. I kind of just want a cheap striker. A cheap small striker? I don't think he's the one, is he? Although, oh, that's in the Championship. To be fair, though, 15 goals in the Premier League last year. Who have we got who's cheap to buy? Who have we got who's cheap? Who have we got who's cheap to buy? We want to bargain. Doopity doopy doopy doo. Cheap footballers for me. Doopity doopy doopy doo. We want some cheap footballers. Yeah. Well, not a lot on there, is there? Ah, see, he's the guy I wanted earlier in the summer. Can we try and buy him now? When would that go through? Next available. Does that mean now? I would very much like to bring him in. And then there's that guy who we tried to sign before as well, who we probably can't afford unless we can somehow do some like full-on shenanigans here. We're going full shenanigans mode. And then we'll try and loan a midfielder, maybe. Right, when would this deal go through? Next transfer window. I see that. Does not get the job done. We want him now. We need players for nowsies. Boys and girls, I strongly urge you, in the interest of supporting your old pal Kev, if you have Amazon Prime, click the link that you see when you put in !Luna, just to see that it's there. I'm literally being judged on how many Prime members I educate about the existence of Luna. I don't need to sign up new people. If you don't have Prime and this is the thing that pushes over the edge and you want to get Prime as a result, fill your boots. But they are judging me purely on how many existing Prime users go through my link to go, goodness me, Luna's a thing. So if you could click on it, that would be super. It literally will just take you to your own Amazon page, the Luna section of it, and it will say, here's Luna, have a little look. That's all you need to do. You don't need to sign up for anything. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to click the link, see that it exists, and then maybe the next time you're at a loose end and you're on the telly or something, maybe have a game on it. What is Luna? Luna is Amazon's cloud gaming service. It's included in Prime. So if you've got Prime, you already have it. And yeah, it's got some cool games on it. EAFC, Dispatch, Skyrim, Fallout, Hogwarts Legacy, Golf with Friends we saw before. Lots of cool games. But just have a little look at it. !Luna, LUNA. Just have a click on the whole link. And then Amazon will be like, "Whoa, this person now knows it exists. Who told them? It was that handsome man with a beard. He's great. We should give him more money next time." And that's basically how it works. It is probably the simplest and easiest way there's ever been to support your old pal Kev. And it's quite cool as well. That's the bonus. That's the bonus feature of it. It's also quite cool. But I promise you, even if it wasn't, I'd want you to click it. And I can't be more honest than that. Boo and hiss. We nearly conceded a goal. Legit educated by Kev. I'm an educational man. Remember, fully qualified teacher, award-winning teacher. Would have been if I'd have stayed in it, probably. But I have won awards and I was a teacher. I'm not saying the two things were related, but it's not a lie to say I'm an award-winning teacher, I don't think. I'll check with my lawyer. Football! The big boys! The big boys doing big boy things. Set pieces are proving to be fun this season for some reason. There's a big boy at the far post, and there's another big boy in the middle post. Come on, then. Oh, Munbed! We're doing the Munbed! It's 2-0! Come along then, boys and girls. Yamamoto is loving life on the left wing. He was kind of in and out of the team and in all sorts of positions last year. He's very much it's been made very clear to him. He is our left winger this season. And he's having a lovely time out there. I mean, it's the dream scenario as a winger to have these two boys to aim at in the middle. What an easy life being a winger is when both the strikers are 6'6". It's pretty hard to be a bad winger in those circumstances, I think. And he's definitely benefiting from it. There's another tall boy. There's another tall boy. Go on, cross it again. I dare you. See what happens. There's another tall boy. Oh, this is a lot of fun all of a sudden. We're going to do another... Oh, I thought we were going to do another football goal. Do, 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 do. Ah, corner, is it? If we concede from this, it's absurd. I mean, this might be about to be absurd. Am I secretly evil? I don't know that it's a secret. I will hydrate Birdie with my holy. I've had to go back to my cologne flask because I've somehow managed to fuse the lid onto my England one. I think it needs some warm water on it. I can't get the lid off. I even gave it to Anna and she couldn't get it off either. And usually when I can't get a lid off, Anna's there to help me because she's from the hood, so she's got grip strength. But neither of us could get it off. Delicious. Oh, corner ahoy. Here we go. Aim for the big boys. I am having a really nice time, boys and girls. How was Skegness? Tolerable? It was fine. I think when I do my review of the trips we've been on this year, I don't think it's making top 3. But Skegness is going to Skegness. I tell you what, they have got way more alcoholic slush than they had last time I went. It used to just be all about the vodka slush. They had all the slush this time. Right there on the beach, near the donkeys. These big boys are good at football. They are, aren't they? This is a demonstration, boys and girls, of what happens when you go into a transfer window with a plan. You fully commit to the plan and just go all in on it. Am I looking forward to FM27? Absolutely. I feel like it's going to be the return to normality after several years. Obviously, we had the year of no FM25 and then the year of the backlash of FM26. I think going into 27, everyone's expectations are going to be low. Unless you're a buffoon, your expectations are going to be low, surely. Which means we might finally be back to them being able to pleasantly surprise us again. I think if we go in expecting nothing, whatever they give us is going to be delicious. And it's just going to be nice to... I'm hoping there's just a little bit more positivity around the game again, because it has been a drag just having to put up with everyone moan all the time in their content, in the comments, on social media. I mean, I don't even really use Twitter anymore because it's just every time I tweet, I'll get like 5 people telling me FM26 is rubbish. And it's like, oh my word, I'm so bored of this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it can't, in the most positive way, it can't be any worse. I don't think it's possible. I think I don't think it's possible for them to deliver FM27 and for people to say, "Oh my word, this is even worse." So whatever we get is going to be an improvement, and hopefully we've scared off all the negative Nellies, and we can just all have a nice time and enjoy ourselves again. That would be nice. I'd like that. Just everyone being able to enjoy themselves, and I hope that's where we're heading. Because I do still firmly believe they have laid a decent foundation. I know you're not really supposed to say that, but I think they have. I'm not expecting anything good from SI. Good. That's exactly how I want everyone to go into it. Plan for the worst, and then you'll probably be pleasantly surprised. We've scored 4 goals away at Old Trafford. I feel bad for Miles, makes one mistake and gets abused for it. I mean, yeah, abuse is not on. Abuse is definitely not on. However, I would counter that by saying his one mistake was top to bottom ruining everybody's favourite game ever. That's quite the mistake when your job is make that game. So, that'd be like a milkman. I only made one mistake. Yes, but that mistake was smashing all the bottles of milk before you delivered them. It was a big mistake. FM26 turned out to be pretty good. Can't find all the pictures I look for yet, but they give me a few. Oh yeah, I mean, ultimately I'm still playing it, and I've been very public about the fact that I don't need to. For the first time in 10 years, this is my, I mean, this in particular is my 4th channel. But in terms of like views, revenue, the important business stuff, it goes Block Party, Vlog, Football Manager in terms of actual like paying my bills. So I don't need to still be playing Football Manager 8-9 months after it came out. I could have just sacked it off completely and been fine. I could have been like, you know what? I'll be back for FM27, but I can't do this anymore. And I would have been fine. The fact I'm still playing it should tell you that I'm enjoying it. Because I am. For the first time in like 8-9 years, I'm playing it because I'm playing it as like a hobby. It's cool. How much payoff is he after? The whole idea is to get him off the wage budget. It doesn't say what the payoff is. Where does it say? You'd enjoy playing FM even if it was an Excel. Yeah, I did. I played Championship Manager 2. I played Kenny Dalglish Soccer Manager. I love games like this. Side quest never to be seen again. I just don't have time for it. £5 million. Balls to that. We'll just keep him. We're not going to get the striker anyway. We'll just keep him. I'm not giving him £5 million to leave. That takes up most of the budget we could have used to spend on somebody new. Did I ever get the jacket from when Jack was on bargain? I don't know that I ever was I? Did he promise me the jacket? I'll take the jacket, Jack. Fleming, thank you for 79 months. Is the team Bedford? It is Bedford. Bedford are 4th in the league currently. Look at us go. It is mad, though, that Martina has requested a transfer because he can't get in the team. So he's requested a transfer. And then when I go, all right, fine, I'll sell you, we accept an offer for him below his value. And he still then has to cheat to come to me and say, oh, I want 5 million quid as well. I'm sure you do. You're not having it, you silly boy. The grass isn't always greener, is it? And again, you're not going out for no wage contribution. Anyone taking you is paying your full salary. They're going to pay your full salary. Okay, fine, we'll do that. Which means we now look back in for a £10 million striker again, I guess. We didn't get either of the two we were looking for before. Can we not loan him? No. Tommaso Ravaglioli. He's 30, but he's quite cheap. He's American. I opened a game on Luna using your link. Will that be enough for you? Literally, it was enough for you to just look at Luna during my link. You didn't even need to open a game. It's that simple, boys and girls. But you should open a game because it's a good service. Right, he can play on the right wing and up front. He's natural at both and quick. He might be the guy, just as a rotation player. He's better than Babelli and better than Manuel, apparently. And cheap. I don't know why he's scouting so poorly. What's wrong with him? He's selfish. So am I. Get him in. It's deadline day and we need a footballer. And he covers two positions that we need covering cheaply. Can we now potentially get another midfielder as well? And somehow stumble into an almost finished squad? There you go. There's a £4 million midfielder. There's an even cheaper one, but hold on, you there, sir. You're full foreign. That's not ideal. We need someone homegrown, really. Nationality is, he doesn't need to be English. He needs to be homegrown. Have I done that wrong? Homegrown status is England. We have had him before in FM. He's old, but he's going to be cheap, and he just fills a gap. How much would he be on deadline day? Literally, this is a one season filling a gap emergency signing. Last resort. He is a last resort. Can I make him a squad player? Yes, I can. Look at me. Doing the things you're supposed to do. Yeah, there you go. Get both of those boys in. We just need Martina to go. And then those two come in and we're happy little chaps. Oh, ball bags. What's going on here? QPR just already signed him. Right, he's going there. We will delay. I don't know how that's happened. We need to go back in for another midfielder now. Mohamed Sobhi. Yeah, fine. We'll try and get him. We'll have to put a bit more on the Never Never, but I guess he is a more sensible age. Oh, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Go away. Get gone. Be away with you. Boom. Right. Hopefully we did get the money. Hopefully that glitch is still there. So we've had the money for his future fee. That should be enough to do the two things we want to do. I think. A Pablo Fornals or Pedrog still sticking around. It's 2036. I'd say probably not. I want the other guy more than I want this guy. Hold on. Can we go to him first? Because we want him. And then we'll take him. We'll do it in that order. Yeah, I didn't think we'd be able to get both of them. We needed another attacker more. And now let's just register everyone again. Hold on. He doesn't need to be registered, does he? Neither does he. He does. Can we squeeze anyone else in? You need in. No. Right, well, that's at least another attacking player. Now, with £3 million, is there not a midfielder we can loan? There must be a loan we can do. Loan, please. Right, you, young man. We just need a body. You don't even want a wage contribution. That is what I'm talking about. Can you check if Sam Hoskins is retired? It's 2036. So, yeah, probably. I don't know who Sam Hoskins is, but pretty much everybody's retired at this point. He's a cobbler. Ugh. That's why I don't know who he is. The definition of a nobody. Yes, he's not there. All right, we've got this midfield boy in as well, who hopefully we can just slot straight into the squad without having to take anybody out. He'll be homegrown in England because he's on loan from Liverpool. I mean, he's nowhere near good enough to play for us yet. In fact, he won't even need registering, will he? Because he's young? Is that how it works? Yeah, he doesn't need to be registered. Well, there you go. That, boys and girls, is a squad. Lovely. I'm going to celebrate with a drop of holy. Krupp Mick, thank you very much for 14 months. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Merry Christmas, everyone. Confirms that I really hope we got everybody in there. So I didn't check. We don't need to be giving out new contracts. Yes, we will choose our captain. I think Martina was captain, wasn't he, before? Whoops. Glad we got rid of him. There you go. New boy Luke Fahrenhorst is our captain. Boom. Confirm. And while we're doing all that, just a little reminder again, boys and girls, if you haven't already done so, !Luna in the chat will take you to the link so you can go and have a look at Luna, which is Amazon's cloud gaming service. It's bundled in as part of Prime, so if you have Prime, you already have it. You don't need to pay anything extra for it. And you also don't need any kit to be able to play any of these cool games on it, including Lego Indiana Jones, Hogwarts Legacy, Fallout 4. It will work on your telly. It's actually launched today as part of Amazon's Prime app on TV and on tablets. So if you just go into the normal Prime Video app, you will now have a little bar in there which will take you straight to the Luna games that are in there. And my word, there are a lot of games. I mean, look at this as a catalogue. That is a lot of games to play. They add new ones every month as well, so it's well worth checking back towards the start of every month. Don't worry, I'll remind you next month. They've got various Lego games. How exciting. Hot Wheels games. Fortnite. And you might be like, well, why would I play Fortnite on this? Fortnite's free. Yeah, but Fortnite on this, you don't need a console or a PC or anything like that for. You just play it straight through your telly with your phone as your controller. Fortnite without it. If you've got a kid who's whinging at you because they want to play Fortnite, stick them on the telly. You don't even have to buy them a PlayStation. What a time to be alive. It's !Luna in the chat. Luna. Have a click, have a look. Like I say, it's already linked to your Amazon Prime account, assuming you have one. And let's face it, you've got one. Why would you not have an Amazon Prime account? I can't imagine waiting several days for stuff to be delivered and then having to pay for the delivery. Oh my word. Right. Dennis Simon's injured again. This is not ideal. He hasn't made his debut yet. I'm guessing you don't like Northampton. Can you see the posh shirts behind me? They might be just out of shot. Right. Norwich in the EFL Cup. Easy. Let's go and do a football win, shall we? New boy in. Where's my other new boy? Is he on the bench? Of course he is. Even he is, I tell you what, 6 foot tall with some pretty decent physicals. I don't know why he was only a D recommendation. Look at that goal scoring record. We might have stumbled across a not terrible player for an absolute bargain who's just being written off because he was basically retired. But now he's become a professional footballer again. Let's see if he's got a bit about him. We all want to play Smurfs Kart. Was that on there? Never played Smurfs Kart. Kind of do want to play it. I assume it's just like Mario Kart, but with Smurfs. That sounds great. How have the squad numbers changed again? Because wasn't Lookhart number 9 before, but now Garduno is. I'm sure you can't just change squad numbers mid-season like this, but it seems we have. I'm very confused. Love the fact you have a player from Guinea called Sal, so He's technically a guinea pig. That is clever. Right, here we go. Yamamoto's off on an adventure. Debut goal for the new boy. He might be the greatest panic signing in history. It's not often I ignore my scouts, but he was all we could afford. And he's already done a goal. Don't. When's Dennis Simon fit? Is he on the bench? No. We really need to get our highest paid player in club history fit enough to play in goal for us. I think that would be handy. Here we go. Let's check in to see if Matt's at the studio yet. Everyone's favourite time of the evening. And we're going live. That looks like Matt's car, boys and girls. His car arrived at 8:05. Checking the other camera. There's a person. That person was Matthew! He's there! How exciting! He's in! Also exciting, we're rattling goals past Norwich. I assume they're not in the Premier League. Hello, Mr. Kev. Apologies for my tardiness. I have a job. I'm finding it hard to believe that's Matt. Because I'm fairly confident he has a YouTube channel. So I think that's somebody else entirely. Is Matthew a friend? Of course he is. He's everybody's friend. He's Football Manager's friend. He's single-handedly keeping Football Manager content afloat. You don't think the likes of me and Dr. Ben know how to set up a microphone, do you? Or a camera? We haven't got a clue. No idea. I will hydrate with the lime mint matcha holy. Very pleasant it is too. Look, Hart is looking for his hat trick. Oh, selfishly tries to play it across goal. Didn't know Dr. Ben still posts. I don't know if he does, to be honest. I don't know what he's up to. I haven't spoken to him in a while. I don't really keep tabs on what anyone's up to at the moment. I'm too busy. I can barely keep up with what I'm doing. If you are watching on YouTube, by the way, I can see there's more of you on YouTube than on Twitch. Obviously, you don't have !Luna to click. I don't think I'm letting you off that easily. You've got the pinned comment. It's in there as well. If you just click on the link in the pinned comment, you can get access to your Luna the same way as the boys and girls on Twitch can by using the !. It is right there. You're welcome. We've thought of everything, apart from Kick. Kick, all I can say is navigate to one of the other two places. You'll find the link there. You'll be fine. There's his hat trick. Beautiful. What a guy. I guess we take him off now. He's done a 10 out of 10 and scored a hat trick. Now we let Manuel have a go. Are you up to 2 viewers on Kick? It doesn't even show me anymore on my screen. That's another thing that's broken. I don't even know for sure I'm live on Kick. I think I am. I have no idea though. I should be, but I don't know that I am. If anyone is watching on Kick, say hello. Signs of life, very much appreciated. There you go. Other new boys coming on for his debut at right back. I mean, that's double handy. I didn't even realise that when I was siding him. He can cover Martina's gap at right back as well, but also be that extra body in midfield that we needed. I'm just really good at transfers without even realising it sometimes. Poulsen is on. And then he can go out there, and I guess we just stick one of the tall boys up front. So he can come on. And then we'll stick him up front because he's tall. I just went over to Kick. Max the Great 2 was there, asking if you could talk to Matt from the doorbell camera. I cannot, because I don't have audio turned on it. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I could broadcast to him through the Alexa that's in there, but I don't want to give the man a heart attack. Not at least not until he's finished. I've got half-built tables in there. I don't need a corpse as well. That'd be a disaster. That's a different Poulsen, isn't it? Yeah, I was confused there. Why is he only 2 stars of potential ability all of a sudden? We obviously already had a Poulsen when we signed a Poulsen. Multi-Poulsen. There's one of them now. Right, is Simon fit to play? Is the question on everybody's lips. We would like to see him make his debut at some point. It would be super. We've already played and beaten Brentford away from home in the Cup with our reserves. We'd now like to beat them comfortably at home with our first team. Right, Dennis is still not fully fit, so he's going to still be on the bench. Can I add a Matt cam to the stream? I mean, I could, but I won't, because I just want to let him do his thing. I don't need to mess with him. He's given up his evenings. He's given up every evening for the last 2 weeks. And his weekends. Basically all of his free time for the last 2 weeks he's spent in that studio. So as much as my natural inclination is to mess with him, I'm trying not to. Because I'm just a nice guy. Right, come on, do goals. Do football goals. Big boy football goals. Have I given him enough holy? There's an entire cupboard full of holy. He knows he can help himself. And when he is done, I'll let him take his flavours home with him. He doesn't know that yet. That's going to be his little treat. He's not allowed them yet. But the flavours he ordered, he can take home with him when he's done. We're losing. We don't usually lose. I don't really care for it. We've not even had a shot. What is going on? Demand more. Look at what is going on. We're 25 minutes in. We've had 75% possession and no shots. I feel like they're doing a tactical job on us and I don't know what it is. This is uncomfortable. Right, we finally had a shot. This is utterly unheard of. They're just letting us have as much of the ball as we want, but stopping us from doing anything with it. And I have no idea how they're doing it. Interesting. Aha, we want a header-ish. Oh, a red card. That might change things up a little bit. What was that for? Right, now we've got an extra gentleman on the pitch. Surely we can have some shots now. The Premier League should have hydration breaks so that teams can give their teams can have their holy. It just makes good sense. The greatest innovation in football since substitutes is the hydration break. Great stuff. Looking forward to it being an FM27. Right, here we go. Football goal. About bleeping time. Wowzers. We've made hard work of this first half. Who'll sponsor the hydration breaks in FM27? The greatest hydration drink of all. Here he goes. I like my big boys. They are good, aren't they? I feel like we're getting away with one a little bit today because if they'd have kept 10 men on the pitch, they were absolutely doing a number on us. But I think with that extra body, we're having quite a nice time. Oh, nearly. Wowzers. We nearly did a spectacular football. Do, 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 do. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da, 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 da. Ba, da, 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 da. Oh, oh, go on. Make it beyond doubt. Cross it. Won't somebody cross the ball? We've got giants on there. Cross it. Always cross it. Here you go. Corner. Cross it. Oh, I was already doing my nodding. Yeah, he's tall. Celebration. Right, we're having another go. Go near post this time. Oh, they listen. They're so coachable, these boys. Right, another corner. Far post this time, please. Oh, I see. Right, Babeli is coming off. Gardunio can come on and make his Premier League debut. Paulson is on as well. And then we'll also bring on Big Orlando in midfield. Ironically, smaller than the guy who's replacing. Tis another corner, an outswinger this time, no less. Presumably going to the near post where everybody's standing. How many corners? We've got a score from one soon, surely. Kind of want to bring this guy on because we've not. Oh, he's not fully fit yet. We don't need to bring him on yet. We are going to change the fullbacks though. Just get some more energy in there. What do I think about Morgan Rogers being the highest English player transfer? I think it's a bit bonkers that a guy who can't even nail down a starting spot for England is the most expensive English player in history. Seems, I mean, it's just transfers are silly, aren't they? Really? I don't think anybody actually thinks he's worth £117 million. Don't get me wrong, I would have taken him at Arsenal for 75 million because he's obviously a very good footballer. I would have been fuming if Arsenal had paid 117 million for him, though. But then Elliot Anderson's not worth 116 million. It's just this summer's being very silly for transfers, and there's a big English player tax because everyone needs their English players. Which is one of the reasons why it would have been mad for Arsenal to pay so much money for him, because Arsenal are one of the few clubs that doesn't need to go out and hunt for English players because there's already a whole load there. That's an annoying last-minute goal to concede. Hey, Elliot Anderson, the cheater. I don't understand. As a Borough fan, I ain't complaining about Rodgers' transfer for sure. Lovely 20 million for a player we signed for 1.5 million. Oh, yeah. I mean, certainly Middlesbrough are laughing. Villa are laughing. Chelsea are fudging the books with Garnacho, so they can have a little chuckle about it in the end as well. His dive against Norway, and I'm a Norwegian Newcastle supporter. What dive against Norway? Do you mean the one where he was assaulted by Erling Haaland? And literally pushed over with two hands? Are we calling that a dive? My word. Oh. As a Chelsea fan, at least we're selling Garnacho and Jackson to Villa. You can't sell either of them for 45 days, though. Is that right? There's a limit for when you can sell. There has to be so much of a gap. You can't just do that swap thing that your pair of cheats did the other year, because they put in a rule to stop you doing it again. So don't have to be loans initially. Will forever be a time and all I'll ever remember him for. Fair enough. That is bonkers. Wowzers. Yeah, Garnacho's a loan with a future fee, isn't he? Because he has to be, because they can't just sell him straight away and have it go on the books, right? It's complicated stuff. Oh yeah, they're both. I'm sure they'll both be loans with mandatory buy clauses in them, so they're effectively permanent. Like I say, it's just Villa and Chelsea trying to get round the rules again, like they did when they caused that rule to come in with the Matson transfer, and whoever went the other way a few years ago. That's why this new rule is in, to make you have a certain period, because they cheated the system last time. So of course they were going to find a way to cheat it again. It's to get around UEFA's. I don't know whose rule it is. I know that's why they're doing it though. I know it's shenanigans. Boys and girls, it's just occurred to me, some of you haven't put exclamation mark Luna in the chat and gone and checked Luna out yet. Rashford went to Barca with an option to buy and didn't take it though. Not always a set. Well, there's a difference between an option to buy and a mandatory buy, isn't there? I'm sure I saw Garnacho is mandatory purchase, isn't it? Mandatory purchase under certain conditions, similar to the deal that Villa did last year with what's his face from Liverpool, where it was a mandatory buy with certain conditions, and that's why they froze him out. I imagine Villa are up to the same old trick again, and Garnacho goes in. Chelsea think they're fiddling the books again because they've loaned him with a mandatory buy on certain clauses, and Villa just won't fulfil the clauses. Yeah, Harvey Elliott. They'll do the same thing. He'll have to play 5 games before it becomes mandatory. He'll play 4 games and then train with the under 19s for the rest of the year. He gets the Harvey Elliott treatment because Villa are shenanigans masters. Sancho had a mandatory buy clause, but Chelsea took the hit. Indeed. What is Sancho up to now? Is he still at Man United, or is he retired now? I assume there is only 2 options. He's out of contract. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what he does. We were talking about like Ronaldo and Modric earlier, and how it shows how much they love the game that they're still going. I wonder if Jadon Sancho loves the game enough to take what teams would actually be willing to pay him. Because I assume he'd quite like to keep earning whatever mad money Man United are paying him. But obviously no one's going to give him that. You'd think it'd be a no-brainer to go back to Dortmund, where it's worked out for him twice now. Sancho and Sterling are going to be the free transfers next FM. Sancho's still young though, isn't he? It's a mad one. I tried to join channel membership on Travel Channel, but my mobile banking is being a pain and I can't. Silly old mobile banking / silly old YouTube. Thank you for trying, though. Talking of the Shenanigans Masters, we're playing them now. I wonder what they're up to. I wonder what they're plotting. What have they got in store for us? We're controlling possession again. I don't really understand why we've suddenly become a possession team. We've not changed anything about the tactical instructions. We've just moved our number 10 up to the front two and made everyone taller. So I don't really understand why that's leading to us controlling possession. Unless Fahrenhorst is just the greatest central midfielder in history. But I suspect that's not the case. Right, come on, do a goal. Oh, here we go. Surely. Ah, he was offside and he missed. Rubbish. They're afraid of all the tall boys and just keep giving the ball back to me. It might be that. Let's get someone a bit shorter on. See if that is the problem. And new boy Cornelius can finally come on to make his debut after his injury-ravaged start to time at the club. And then we'll do that as well. How tall is that striker? Both of our strikers are 6'6". As is our central midfielder. And then our centre-backs, 165, 167. We have a theme going through our squad. And that theme is big meaty boy. All right, come on, you rascals. Do a goal. I've just broken a nail and I don't know how. It hurts. We had such a good start to the season. And now these last two matches, less so. Well, I guess go back to the original plan. Draw the away games. That works. We're still 6th. We can't complain too much. We almost got relegated last year. Now we play Coventry. Who wants him? Juventus. They can do one. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do I have a Kev ratio for gaining Europe? Not really. Just kind of happens. Yeah, there's only one Kev ratio. Once, as far as I'm concerned, once you've avoided relegation in the Premier League, it's then getting into Europe kind of takes care of itself. If it's not the next season, it'll be the season after. The amount of money that's flowing around, it's pretty hard not to eventually put together a good team in the Premier League. Even though everyone's got the money, I think you get more of an edge as the player in the Premier League because as a human player, you're much better at transfers than the AI is. Whereas what we've seen in Spain with Andratx is because you don't get money thrown at you, it's actually harder, even though the league itself is less competitive. There's less money. Theoretically, there should be less big clubs, less. It should be easier to break into Europe in Spain, but it's harder because you don't have that money. So you can't, it's harder to exercise your edge as the better recruiter. Whereas in the Premier League, we can just do what we've done the last 2 summers with Bedford, throw hundreds of millions of pounds at it. And it's hard to go too far wrong as the player manager. So that would be a nice thing for them to fix for FM27. Make it so it's harder to do that. Because logically, if you were trying to simulate real life, it would be the opposite way around. And the Premier League should be the hardest one to break into because everyone's got so much money. And you've got the likes of Bournemouth who are like, yeah, we'll spend £40 million on somebody. We've got loads of money. And Dutchboard were so stingy. Yeah, but part of it was because we were playing in front of 5,000 people. They had every right to be stingy. Right. Are you fit to play yet, Dennis? I still don't know why he's Romanian. I'm not going to make the change yet because Dion hasn't done anything wrong. Doobie 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 doo doo doobie doobie doo doobie doo. Ba, 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 ba. Do a goal, do a goal, do a goal. You were 5 million in the red at some point. What, in this save or the other save? This save, we're regularly overdrawn. Andratx, I don't think we've ever been massively overdrawn. Not the Christmas songs. Look, I do Christmas songs every stream. I love Christmas. If you don't like Christmas songs, this is not the place for you. We love Christmas. That's a huge miss from our new captain. How on earth has he missed that? That was an easy tap in. He broke this poor guy's window back here. Does that mean we'll get Christmas songs on stream in a few months? In so much as I'll sing them, yeah. In Andratx, you showed, I think at the beginning of the summer transfer special, 5 million overdrawn. Did I? Interesting. That couldn't have been mega recently. That can't be since we've been in the Champions League, surely. Oh, that's lovely football. Oh, that should have been a football goal. Oh, that was lovely stuff. More of that kind of thing. Here we go. We're having another go. Penalty. I mean, that was never a penalty. I don't think we needed VAR to see that was outside the area. Kind of a local derby. Oh, not really. Both teams have got much localer teams, I think. We'd have like Luton and Dongs. Northampton. Coventry have got Leicester, Birmingham, Villa. I think it's a stretch for this to be a local derby. I guess it depends on who else is at this level. There's certainly more local games for them at this level. Maybe for us, this is our nearest geographical team. They probably are. Looking at who else is in the Premier League, this is probably our nearest team. Still quite far away though. Right, can we do a goal now? Thank you. Didn't realise I only had to ask. Oh, get out of it, referee. How? The guy who crossed it was on the goal line. Oh, unless he was off, maybe. Ah, you plum. What a silly boy. Too right, he's coming off now. What a goose. There you go. Change up the attack. And can we do a goal, please? I mean, that's the opposite of what I asked for. Now I'm upset. Do your thing, referee. Thank you. I mean, the referee, he wants to be the centre of attention today, doesn't he? 1-0 to the referee. Right, here we go. Surely. There's no one supporting him. Oh? Anyone? Do a goal, anyone? We are all over him. We need a corner. Give me a corner. Come on! Where are Coventry in the league? Probably. See, they're rubbish. It absolutely is a game we should be winning. The wheels have come off, boys and girls. It's all going wrong. The only thing we can do to save it now is check what games are available on Amazon Luna. The sponsors of tonight's stream. You've got it free, bundled in with your Amazon Prime. If you've got Amazon Prime, of course you've got Amazon Prime. And if you have Amazon Luna. It's Amazon's cloud gaming service. Look at all these lovely games that are on it. Dispatch, EAFC, Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got various Lego games. There's Hogwarts Legacy, various Hot Wheels games, Skyrim, Tomb Raider, Alan Wake, Fallout 4, Death Stranding. Games for days, and you don't even need a console or a PC to play them. You can play them on your telly. It's literally built into the Prime app on your telly or your tablet. Fill your boots, go play some games. It's !Luna in the chat if you're on Twitch. It's the pinned chat if you're on YouTube. Just click the link. It will tell you all about Luna and how to access it as part of your existing Amazon Prime membership. Thank you to Amazon Luna for sponsoring tonight's stream. Do I need Holy click as well? Holy's all about you buying Holy. It's a much more traditional sponsorship. Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy game is great. I played that a few years ago. Oh, a new contract. Okay. Yes, please. And we've got to wait 26 days for our next game of football. This stupid... Is this what we've got to live through, this stupid international break now? What a waste of time. The season's only just underway. The kids are barely back at school. It's the middle of September. And we've got to have a month off of actual football. What's the point? My word. Get some fitness friendlies in. Who can we play? Nearby teams. I mean, these all look smashable. Hold on, let's get some Saturday home fixtures in. Just so we've got something to do. McDongs are there. We're not playing McDongs, they might beat us. We'll play Wellingborough. And then the following week, we'll play someone else. Biggleswade. And then the following week, we'll play Amptill. There you go. Some lovely little fitness friendlies. Oh, new contract alert. Does it include an annual pass for Universal? It better. Right, let's rattle in some goals against the locals. Premier League manager on 6k a week. I'm loving it. I'd take 6k a week. There's few jobs I'd turn down for £6 a week. Logan, thank you for the sub. 48 months from Logan. What a time to be alive. It's very confusing having multiple Paulsons. It's house hunting time. I just live in one of the hotels at Universal. It's part of my annual pass. I go there every evening for my tea. That's basically my real life plan for when that park opens. Move to Bedford. Just go 3 times a week. Have a nice time. It's better than Orlando Universal. Does that not matter? I mean, it's going to be better than any other theme park in the UK by a long shot. I'm Logan, not that one. Who's the... Is there a Logan I should be thinking of? Because now I'm confused. Who is Logan, that one? Yeah, as long as Universal has minions, that's all I need, really. Right, I assume we won 4-0. That'll do. Oh, the one that subbed. Okay, now I understand. Oh, I am slow. I'm so tired. I didn't get to bed until like 1:30 last night. Having been up at 6, I was there at the studio all day yesterday for IKEA orders. IKEA, by the way, I can't believe I've only just brought this up. I had 2 different IKEA orders, plus another couple of orders from other places. And the 2 IKEA orders, when I ordered, it said they would come sometime between 7 and 7. And they'd let me know nearer the time when it would be. The day before, I got my 2 delivery slots. One order is coming between 7 and 12:30. The other one's coming between 1 and 5. And then the next morning, I got a phone call just after 7 a.m. saying, "We're 20 minutes away. You're our first drop off." And then my last delivery was at like 4:30. 4, maybe. I think I was home at 4:30. I was there a long time yesterday, taking in deliveries and building IKEA furniture. And then I had so much to do when I got home last night. Still waiting for the backstory of the Just Eat tweet. I tried to order some food with 50 million in debt. I ordered some food for Matt and it didn't turn up. And they said it did. That's the story. I've been feeding Matt through various delivery services, although we've now narrowed it down to delivery being the only one that actually consistently turns up. No, it literally was. It didn't turn up. They said, "Well, we've delivered it." I said, "Well, you haven't," because I had literally have security cameras pointing at the entrance to the car park, and at no point have you come through it. Plus, you gave me a 2-digit code to give the driver when it was delivered, and I haven't given that to anyone. So unless he's guessed that, he can't even prove he's delivered it. And at that point, they were like, "Yeah, fair enough." Right, Babelli is injured, which is not ideal. He's going to be out for up to 8 weeks. Good job we signed New Boy. Do you think when Universal gets built, it'll end up being one of the best theme parks in Europe? I mean, it needs to be if it's actually going to be worth the money. It needs to be competitive with Disneyland Paris because it's too close not to be. It will flop spectacularly if everyone still just goes to Disneyland. It needs to be competitive with Disneyland to. What is going on with this guy? He's now broken his arm. He's never going to play for us. We're giving him 130 grand a week. He will not play a game for us. But yeah, it needs to be on a level with Disneyland Paris, or else no one's going to go there. And if no one goes there, it won't stay open very long. They're not just going to pump money into it forever whilst losing money. So they have to make it good and competitive with Disney because it's too close. So I am hopeful. Dennis is living his life. I know. Deschamps unhappy with Wright's loan. I don't care. Hi, Didier. Yeah, he's not good enough. Fair enough. You're damn straight, it's fair enough. Didier, Mr. Deschamps, sir. You're welcome. I know it was good. You know it was good. Let's go and beat some more locals. And hopefully we go into this next league game against whoever we're playing, full ham, full of confidence, having rattled in some goals in these friendlies, remembering how to score again. Can you do the bumming song? I can't remember how it goes. It's been a while. I thought that was us losing there. It was our under 18s have lost. How do you think Peter will end up doing in the league this season? I imagine we'll finish mid-table. We've not done anything particularly exciting transfer-wise. Wow. Yeah, we've not done anything particularly exciting transfer-wise. We were once new guy came in as manager last season, we were fine. I imagine we'll continue to be fine. I don't expect us to get promoted. I don't expect us to get relegated. I think we'll just kind of toot along in mid-table, waiting for the next star to appear. And if at some point we can get 2 or 3 of them at once again, as we have a few times in the past, that's when we'll have a promotion season. But it's kind of outside of our control because we just sign a bunch of young players and sometimes they turn into Ivan Toney or Dwight Gale or Britta Sombalonga or etc., etc. Most of the time, they're playing non-league in 2 years, and it's pretty hard to say who's going to be who at this stage of the pre-season. Right, we're going to beat Fulham now. We've remembered how to score goals. We're going for them. Oh, it's been forever since we played a game of football. I don't remember the controls. My goodness me. What are we got to do around here? Right. Dennis, where, oh, broken arm, is it? Fair enough then. Sorry I asked. Right, let's beat Fulham. It's full bedtime. I mean, it nearly is. I'm struggling to keep my eyes open here. I don't think I'm making it through till 10 o'clock. I need sleep. So it might be full bedtime after this. We'll see. We'll see how excited I get. If we win 5-0, I might be persuaded to stick around a little bit longer. If I actually have to think and make some decisions, less so. Football. I think there's a real chance Fulham go down this season and they're my English team. I mean, you've got to remember Hull. So there's only really 2 relegation spots this year in the Premier League. So I think it's a season where, as an established Premier League team, a little bit harder to get relegated because Hull. I think Newcastle will struggle. They might struggle. They're absolutely not getting relegated. Have Newcastle actually started spending any of the money that they're making yet? Or are the owners just cashing in and getting ready to leave? Giving it up as a bad job? They signed a CDM I've never heard of. Nice. He's only got to replace Tonali and Gramarez. He'll be fine. I think Hull, Coventry and Ipswich end up getting relegated, maybe Leeds. Yeah, I mean, Ipswich were pathetic last time they were in the Premier League. Coventry, I just don't see it. And Hull are Hull. I think it is a pretty poor assortment of promoted teams. What a double save from Dion there. Bruno hasn't left yet. Emphasis on the yet there, I think. He's going somewhere, isn't he? Surely. Arsenal want Bruno. That is true. He's another one that for the right price I'd take him, but I wouldn't want to pay silly money for him, especially at his age. You only really get one contract out of him. But for like 60, 70 million, I think that's reasonable. I actually think it's a position that Arsenal aren't that desperate to strengthen in. I think Zubimendi will be back to first half of last season after his long rest he's had for both Arsenal and Spain. Lewis Skelly's emerged as a midfielder. Marino's fit again and has just won the World Cup. Odegaard, I think his future is playing deeper. I think Odegaard, part of a double pivot, that's where you put him, I think. Obviously, Declan Rice when he's fit again. I don't think Arsenal are screaming out for central midfield players needed. Right, you rascals. Don't mess this up. Odegaard's been touted to other clubs. I don't know that he has. My understanding is that clubs have made inquiries and been told no. that kind of, I mean, that might change if Bruno were to come in, but I don't think there's much logic in shifting Odegaard on as things stand. He actually seems fit again. He managed to play a full World Cup. Well, there you go. We won a football match. We'll play Newcastle as well. We'll squeeze enough one in. I'm enjoying winning. I want to get as many points on the board as possible before we reset the RNG by closing the game. So we'll squeeze in another match. No, I think getting back to Bruno Guimaraes, I think Arsenal need a left winger and a right back, possibly another centre back if Saliba's proper injured, before a central midfield is needed. Because if Odegaard moves back to be one of the more deeper players, like I say, Lewis Skelly's in there. There's already Marino. There's already Rice. There's already Zubamendi. Nwaneri's there to take Odegaard's spot to compete with Eze and Havertz. It's like there's plenty of central midfielders there. We've got 2 goalkeepers long-term injured. This doesn't bode well for what might happen next, boys and girls. Who thinks we're going to get an injury to Dion now? After having, bearing in mind, we've started this season with 3 goalkeepers who could all start in the Premier League. And now 2 of the 3 are long-term injured. It feels like it's setting itself up to mess with me, to punish me for doing those 3 friendlies. I feel like I've been down this particular road before, and it is not an enjoyable journey. We have no goalkeeper on the bench. Dennis is out for another 5 weeks. Rushworth is out 3 months. What minute is Dion getting stretched off, do we think? Do I kick the plug? This stream might end really abruptly. Oh no, we've had a power cut. Oh, the game's lagging again. Oh, look, it's crashed again. Oh, well. Better luck next week. I'm just practicing. Right, come on. Do crosses. We need crosses. We've got 2 giants and we're not doing enough crosses. Where are Newcastle in the league? QPR, by the way, are doing better than us. QPR finished below us last year. They finished 17th. I think we were 18th. I don't know what's got into us in QPR. They're copying me. This was my plan. Do better next season. Can't believe they had the same idea. Should sue them. I am becoming frustrated at how difficult we're finding scoring goals. I don't want to confess that it might be because we don't have a plan B. We might not have a plan B. And if plan A doesn't work, I don't really know where we get highlights from. I'm just going to check our set pieces haven't changed, because it has got a habit. No, they're still on there. The game does have a bit of a habit lately of resetting set pieces, but it hasn't done that. I think we did a whole season. The season we got relegated from the Premier League, I think it was right at the end of the season we realised our set pieces had been reset, because the game likes to mess with me. But that is not the issue here. We're just not scoring from them today, or even creating any meaningful chances. Let's try a different kind of striker. And if in doubt, change the fullbacks. Offer some encouragement. Where are we in the league as it stands? We'll find out soon. Oh, they're going to score here, aren't they? And that's going to make me cross. A little bit worried to see Dion jumping around the way he is. Don't want him to get hurt. All right, we're 6th as it stands. Where are Newcastle? Oh, blimey, Newcastle are 19th. We really should be beating this lot. Get Poulsen on. Get Bigger on. Come on, you Wallies. This lot are rubbish. Well, that's annoying. And I think we are going to wrap things up there so I can go to bed. Don't forget to check out tonight's sponsors, Luna. If you haven't done so already, it's !Luna in the chat if you're watching on Twitch. It's the pinned chat if you're watching on YouTube. And if you've already got Amazon Prime, you already have Amazon Luna, and you can go over there and play some games. You can lie there in bed playing games on your phone or your tablet. What a time to be alive. But for now, we shall say goodbye. We will be back streaming again on Tuesday. We're back on our normal schedule now. So I'll see you next Tuesday. Toodle pip, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.